want me to go hard, so I'm finna go hard. They want me to go far.
Yo, welcome back to the channel Chicago Unhinged, where we talk all things Chicago sports. It's your boy Mike B, back with another video, and in today's video we're gonna talk about the Chicago Bears, and I'm gonna give you guys a list of Bears players that I'm looking forward to seeing taking a step in this upcoming season. So without further ado, let's rock out. The first guy I got on my list, it's not really just one person, it's a whole group of people, and that's the wide receiver room. I wasn't going to single anybody out. I just put them all in one group because as a whole, last season this group minus DJ Moore only got us 9 touchdowns total. That's not talking about the running backs or the tight ends. That's 9 touchdown totals from Velus Jones Jr., Darnell Mooney, Dante Pettis, Chase Claypool, N'Keal Harry, and those guys. So I'm really looking forward to seeing DJ Moore being put into this wide receiver group. That way Darnell Mooney can slide to the number 2, Chase Claypool as number 3. Chase Claypool got a whole season to learn the playbooks, get more instinct with Justin Fields. And Darnell Mooney, we saw Mooney have his best seasons playing wide receiver 2 when you play with the likes of Allen Robinson. So now that everybody can pretty much in the right slide, hopefully we can see this group really take off and show some explosiveness, because all 3 of the top guys really can take the top off of defense. And I really think we're going to see some amazing things this upcoming season for this wide receiver group. I think it's probably the best receiving group we had in a long time, and I'm hyped for it, man. I really am, and I want to see what Velus Jones Jr. bring and how they utilize him this upcoming season as well. So that's why I net them all into one group. Next up, I put Khalil Herbert on this list because he's finally going to be running back 1. No David Montgomery. So he's going to get all the chances to show us if he can be a running back 1. We know he's explosive. We know he's a great runner. Hopefully he worked on his pass protection and he can be a better pass catcher, because we know David Montgomery was fantastic at that. So I think Khalil Herbert going to come in here with and trying to show us that he can be running back number 1. We know the Bears love to run the football, so I think Khalil Herbert gotta be on this list as a guy that I'm intrigued to see this upcoming season. Next guy I got is edge rusher Travis Gibson. I'm still kind of high on Travis Gibson. I know a few seasons ago he had 7 sacks. Last season did not look like that Travis Gibson we saw with the 7 sacks, but I believe if you put a nice defensive line together, you will see Travis Gibson succeed. Last year this D-line was horrible. Nobody really got the respect. Nobody really attracted double teams, so you couldn't really see guys stand out because we didn't have that guy on the line. And I think Travis Gibson thrived best when you have a superstar on that line, like we seen it with Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn. So I'm not all out on Travis Gibson. I still believe he can be a good player in this season. So I am looking forward to see if he can have a bounce back season this upcoming season. Next guy I got on my list is Braxton Jones, left tackle. I like what I saw from Braxton Jones last season, being a 5th round rookie. Really barely had a lot of mistakes. I think he probably only can say a handful of things you can nitpick about Braxton Jones, and I think all the things you nitpick he going to do over the offseason as far as getting stronger, and his stance and all that. He said he's been working on all that in the interview he had with CHGO. So I put Braxton Jones on this list because I think he got all the traits to be a star left tackle. I don't care if he was taken in the 5th round. I love what I saw from last season. I think he's only going to get better. So Braxton Jones is on my list for a player that I am intrigued to see this upcoming season. Next guy I got is cornerback Jalen Johnson. I put Jalen Johnson on the list because, as far as coverage, I feel like he's one of the best in the league. One thing I want to see from Jalen Johnson is I want to see him stay healthy. That's one, and two, I want to see him create more turnovers. Matt Eberflus preach turning the ball over. Jalen Johnson rarely had. I don't think he had an interception at all last season. So I want to see that more of Jalen Johnson, creating those turnovers, getting those interceptions, whether it's 3 interceptions on the year, at least show us that you're willing to, get those turnovers and stuff. I like how he can, create turnovers by forcing fumbles, but I want to see him get a couple of interceptions this upcoming season. So Jalen Johnson is the guy I got on my list. Next guy I got is Cole Kmet. You can say Cole Kmet broke out last season, but I think that was only a taste of what Cole Kmet can become. I think Cole Kmet can be a top 10, top 5 tight end in this league. He's a great blocker, a great pass catcher, an unbelievable athlete. So I think Cole Kmet's going to have another great year. He seemed like he won a Justin Fields safety blanket favorite target, giving us 7 touchdowns last season. And I think he's going to lead the team in touchdowns again. He's a great red zone target. I think he's going to get more yards than he had last season. I think Cole Kmet is in for a huge season. Getsy loved those tight end plays. Next guy I got is my favorite Bear on the team. That's Jaquan Brisker. Bold prediction, I think by the end of this season, Jaquan Brisker is going to be one of the vocal leaders on this defense. He just got all the traits of a great safety. Kind of remind me of Mike Brown. He's violent. He always around the ball. The guy led the team in sacks, so he can do it all. He was second in the team in tackles. So I am really looking forward to see Jaquan Brisker. And I think he may be the best defensive player on the team next year. Depending on what they do in this draft, I'm really high on Jaquan Brisker. And the last guy I got on my list, of course, QB1 Justin Fields. He got all the weapons as far as receivers, tight ends, running back. We're going to see what we do with this old line. But right now, he got some good pieces on his old line. So things is really setting up for Justin Fields to take a great leap. I'm not gonna be out if he don't have an MVP type of season. It's okay as long as he show us the things that he improved on, whether it's taking care of the footballs, reducing those fumbles, and being accurate with those balls, and timing, and reading the defense. That's the only thing I want to see him improve on. I don't care if he throw over 4,000 yards. Just show me that the things that we needed you worked on. And I believe he will, shut down all the doubters this season. I think he's not going to get 4,000 yards, but I believe he will be over 3,000 yards this season. I want to say I think he'd be in that 20 to 25 touchdown range this year. I believe Justin Fields is going to have a hell of a season. And I think year 4 is going to be the year where he have that MVP type of season. Right now, I think it's going to be a good season, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's a Jalen Hurts type of kind of a jump, because I believe he got the weapons to do so. So we just got to wait and see. So this is my list of guys that I'm intrigued to looking forward to watching, taking that next step in this upcoming season. Let me know what you guys think, and also let me know your guys' list down in the comment section. Like always, Chicago, stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.